you look a certain type of way or because you got a hoodie on, like, you can't be smart. Nah, I'm a genius. Black art is the most influential, it's the most copied, it's the biggest in the world. It makes the world spin.
You asking the blackest. I feel strong in my skin, I love my accent. I'm not here without ancestors, it's a bittersweet past tense.
The rage bait tweets, hip hop is dying. It just be like, ah. Now you can't say that. Every time you say that, just quote, repost, Skittle Bandana. Cause it's always like, where's the next great? Where's the next J. Cole, Kendrick, Tyler? And it'd be like, bro, it's new though, but we here.
Those are big shoes to fill though.
It is.
Like a lot of artists shy away from that. They don't want to be.
I want to be a superstar. Whenever the time come, I want to make sure, like, you know what, I did what I had to do. I did that work. I put stuff out. Like, I did as much as I can. Not like there was a potential of I could have. I want to be like, I did.
I'm excited to be here today.
I'm glad to be here today.
We are here in New Orleans.
Here we are.
How you doing? How you feeling?
I'm feeling super fantastic.
Your album's dropping, debut album, dropping in a few days.
Yes.
How you feeling about this moment?
You know, it feels like a coming out party, like a graduation. Feels like my 7 years of doing music is manifested into like one thing now. Everything I represent to this day, my upbringing, my culture, my city, my youthfulness, and where I feel like I'm going forward and where my people are going forward is like manifested into one thing now. And like just give my baby to the world.
Your baby. It's interesting. You said 7 years, but you're only 21.
I am.
It's like, it's very interesting to have that amount of experience, but just being so young. Do you feel like any weight in this moment?
Nah, I don't feel weight because the music done. Like it is what it is. Like you're gonna get what you're gonna get. You don't gonna have a fit. And I trust that God gave me something that deserves and needs to be out into the world. So I'm moving with that in mind. Like, well, God, you did give it to me. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it must be for a reason. Let me not overthink anything and get out the way. You know, let me get out the way of what I'm being called to do and just let it do what it gotta do.
Basically being a vessel. Exactly.
Being a vessel, and I'm like the filter, like this young New Orleans boy. Like it's going through my filter, but I'm a vessel.
I like the name of that project. I think it's very interesting, Skittle Bandana. What does that mean?
There isn't like the same answer every day, like just keeps meaning different things. Like I just said it one day and I was like, that's fire. And I was like, well, I don't want to get sued from Skittles, so let me just do DD and like make my own thing. So around the time I was listening to Gucci Bandana, that was my favorite song when I was young. By Soulja Boy. My dad drive the taxi, play Gucci Bandana. That might be one thing. When I said the name, I was like, maybe it's like vibrant, colorful, black people's energy, spirit, and bandana is like unity, so like community, vibrant community. But somebody else may say something totally different, you know?
And you're good with that?
I'm totally fine with it, because it makes it like, it gets to breathe and become its own thing and like walk on its own legs through time. So what it means in 10 years, I don't know, you know, it means something else, so.
I like that.
I like that.
I love like the colors, like you said. It feels like you already building this world around the project.
Yes.
And I was listening to a previous interview of yours when you were talking about just like learning how to world build and studying artists like Tyler and all of that. So how did those things that you learned come to play for this project?
It's always evolved, and through mixtapes, we always tried to keep a world. May that be Welcome to Louisiana Shakedown. Yeah. We all need help. Part of me, I'm different. Like understanding what's the character. Okay, in my cover art, I took a picture in a blue jacket. I need to wear a blue jacket in all the videos.
Cohesive.
You know what I'm saying? Like and it saves me money on outfits. I got to do that. And it just kept evolving. But with this album, the songs have so much depth to it. And each song could be like a mixtape. And I felt like because it had so much substance, it allowed so much stuff to be built into it. So like, let's say this bandana, for example, right? If you look at the bandana, but I have like pillars of the Black experience. So it's like a piece of fried chicken.
Oh yeah.
Like people love fried chicken. I got a pick.
Yeah.
I have a hot comb, music. This is grills. This is Black Power. This is Louisiana Youth. That's my brand. I have a party bus. Party bus is what's in the picture I'm taking in front of on the album. I'm in front of a party bus. Which is what we drove around on. We was like 13 in New Orleans and stuff. Got an Afro, Southern Magnolia, New Orleans or Louisiana. I have a third eye, like your third eye is open. Crawfish. I got hoop earrings. Yeah, I got the Fleur de Lis on there. So, but that doesn't happen without all the songs having so much concept and depth, because when I wrote the project, I was like, I don't want to repeat anything. Like if I have a concept about talking about the struggle, I need to just flush everything about the struggle out in one song. If I have a concept about feeling royal in my gold chains, I need to flush it out in one song.
That's like tunnel vision.
Yeah. So that way it's just not like you talking about the same thing. It's like it's the same feeling and it's
Same world.
Different feelings. So with that, it allowed me to see like the world so much in depth. Because there's so many layers to each song now. So that, to answer your question, with studying Tyler, Kanye, Kendrick, Lil Wayne, Drake, all of these people, I just like, this is the character and this is the world.
We're talking just before this interview and you were talking about how the visuals from this album were inspired by like street photography. You were going to libraries, like going through the books and seeing how that came about. I think that's really interesting.
Yeah.
You know, I love the fact that you really knew what you wanted with this. What did learning about photography, because I really like the album cover.
Yeah, thank you.
I think it's really cool.
Thank you.
What did you get from your studies, quote unquote?
You have to just capture the real thing. Like, it be so many scenarios I see and I'd be like, I wish I had a camera. I wish I could take a picture of it. You could build a set, but what if you can't afford a set? You can go to Hollywood Hills and film a video. What if you can't afford it? What can you afford? The real world.
Right now.
Right now, New Orleans is my backdrop. That's my canvas. So I was like, we just gonna film New Orleans, and the photos just show me like, pay more attention to the things you wouldn't pay attention to. Like the man that's walking up the street pushing a cart, but he may be like dancing kind of quirky or something like that.
There's art in everything.
Everything could be a picture. Everything could be a shot. Everything is like, it's just a unique experience in this world. So I'm just like, oh, I want my videos to feel like that. And I'm not too hard up when I'm doing videos. Like we might be doing something, and like, this don't look right. But then you're like, let's just try something. And then I start moving a certain way. Or like I have my Family Busy video, I had a reel and it's like all the people around me, right?
Yeah.
And I accidentally slipped and like my auntie tried to catch me. I didn't even know that was, I didn't even see it. I shot the video and I just went to do something else that day. But when I was watching, I was like, that's so fire that she was trying to catch me to this song about family having my back. I couldn't plan that.
That's facts.
And I allow spirit and I allow God to flow through and show the humanness in my visuals. That's what I learned from street photography. It's spiritual. It's like, it's the real thing. And you can't make it up, you can't plan it, you just have to capture it. It's never gonna be the same after the first time. Yeah. So, yeah, that's what I learned though. Just open my eyes more and like, I'm always, like, it's almost like it never turns off. Like, I be looking at people and they're like, they don't even know that they stand in a certain way with this. And I just be like, cool, I'm gonna just take note of it. And
that's a cool way to see the world.
Yeah.
I like that.
Like a photographer, like a movie.
This is a family business. This is a family business. Hard to explain. If you get it, you get it. This is a family business. This is a family business. This is a family function.
I think it's really interesting when, you know, I learned about this and it was your debut project, because you've been dropping so many projects. Two questions. What made this the time for this to happen right now? And is there something you want to prove with this album?
Yeah, I think what made this the time was I've been making music for 7 years, and I didn't want to run from the idea, like, or run from like, just be like, oh, this a mixtape. So you don't have to like put that much pressure on me or like really critique it because it's just a mixtape.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, man, I put work into this. Like I spent a year doing post-production. We had long meetings and conversations about just concepts and the lyrics. So I would be doing a disservice to not put it at the highest form of art of what it is. An album is the highest form you put your art out. So I'm like, that's what it is. It's a debut album. It's that good. You could critique it. You could say, oh, he did whatever, because it's profound. The lyrics are like proverbs, you know? And I truly feel like that. And that's why I was like, this the time. They gonna know. And to answer the second question, do I feel like I have something to prove? I don't know if it's like I have something to prove, but like, I need people to know that I'm really like that. I don't know if that's like, I'm not trying to prove it.
It is, I get what you mean.
But it's like, I need you to know like, I'm like that. I'm intelligent, but I ain't corny.
I got perspective.
I have perspective, I'm young. I see the world a certain way. I see the world how a lot of people see the world, but I know how to form it into words and stuff like that and make it cool. And yeah, it's more like, I'm here, you can't avoid me. Like, this is the next thing. You know, the rage bait tweets, hip hop has died. It just be like, ah. Now you can't say that. Every time you say that, just quote, repost, Skittle Bandana, you know? And that's how.
It's kind of like a response to the conversation right now.
Yeah, yeah. Because it's always like, where's the next great? Where's the next J. Cole, Kendrick, Tyler? And it'd be like, bro, it's new though, but we here.
Those are big shoes to fill though.
It is.
Like a lot of artists shy away from that. They don't want to be.
I want to be a superstar.
Yeah, a lot of people don't want to admit that.
Yeah. I'm gonna say I will be a superstar. I don't want, I
Speak
will
it
be.
into
Yeah.
existence. I want to talk about specific songs on the album. We're talking about just, you know, every single song having its own world. Just before now, we're talking about, of course, talking about Family Busy, but God Forgive Me was like a song that just really stood out to me because, you know, honestly, I think you're an anomaly because you're really young, but like your lyrical content and depth is just so profound. It makes you somehow even feel like an old soul in a way. And I was listening to that song and I'm like, damn, the storytelling on here is on par with songs like How Much a Dollar Cost off Kendrick's To Pimp a Butterfly, or even I think of maybe A Tale of Two Cities off 2014 Forest Hills Drive. And I just want to say that's really cool to me. That's one thing I want to say. But how do you approach storytelling songs like that with the lyrical content?
Yeah, I mean, it's inspired from Kendrick. I was listening to Pimp a Butterfly right before I started this project as I was diving into just a lot of black art, and I heard Mortal Man, and I was like, ooh, this is fly. And then I heard These Walls, and I was like, who is the walls? Is it prison walls? Is it vagina? Like, I don't know. Like, so I was like, I didn't know you could do that with lyrics. So I was like, I just did my own version of it. And the beat just spoke to me, and it just went back to that experience. And this experience was just, I was shooting a music video. I was shooting for the music video Baby on a project I did with PJ Morton. It was me, Chris, and Rob there. So we was just trying to get a scene, and we sitting down, wow. I think we were trying to like load the camera up or something we was trying to do. And we sitting down, we see this man, he on the phone, he like, just going off about whatever. He get off the phone, and he like, man, young blood, let me talk to y'all, man, cause they at work, they tripping, man, I gotta go back to work. And you know, he like smells and reeks, you know what I'm saying, of like alcohol and stuff like that. And we just like talking to him, like kind of jokingly at first. And then he's like, cause yeah, man, like, people just don't know, like, my wife died 2 years ago, and like, I tried to like save him when she got to get robbed. I didn't got stabbed before, and they telling me about a psychiatrist. And don't nobody want to help me. Don't nobody know what I'm going through, what I'm dealing with. Man, but you know, life be like that, brother. Let me tell you about this. And like, I'm like, wow, like, that's crazy. And then it made me be like, you really don't know what people be going through. Like, I don't know if something like that crazy happened to me, how would I react? You just don't know. And that made me reimagine and just be like, I can never judge somebody. God forgive me. If I ever judge somebody, I don't know what somebody going through. For let's say if there's an oversized girl, right, and she wore clothes that show skin, and then somebody might clown her for that. You don't know how long it took for her to feel comfortable stepping out like that. Why are we doing that? Like, let's empower people. Let's not judge. Let's just be open.
Positive.
And positive. And that 10-minute situation happened, but the song, writing the song made me realize the thought.
Okay, I see.
So I didn't realize it then. I was just like, oh, that happened. And I don't know if this is legal, but I voice recorded the entire conversation. Cause we be like, yo, like this is crazy. Like just pull up.
So that means at that moment you just knew like, I have to get this.
I just be like liking real life stuff, but I didn't know he was gonna say that. I was just like, oh, this might be a funny skit one day, or like,
I see.
I didn't know I was gonna make a song out of it. I just be doing that. Like people be going off in a corner store and I just be like, I just be like voice recording to capture the world around me. Because ambiance, you know, it's world building. And when I wrote the song, though, that's when I got the thought, I could never judge anybody. I like that you like that song too, because it was very.
It's a standout for me.
Appreciate that. It was just, once again, just necessary songs, and it's rap songs too, though. And I'm like, hopefully someone can hear that and they apply that, because to not judge anyone is a powerful trait. That's a great trait to have.
But it's hard not to.
You know?
Yeah.
But hopefully these rap songs and these songs like that make people think and reflect on how they go towards people and act towards people and align with what I'm trying to tell them what to do.
Do you feel like your generation of artists appreciates lyrical content?
I think they do, but you also have to know how to trick people.
What do you mean by that?
It's weird, but you gotta know how to make it swaggy. Like, you could be rapping and saying something, but if it's too much testosterone and you yelling at me, it's
the message could just get lost.
It's getting lost, but if you know how to smoothly say something to where a lady could listen to it and oh, I like this, good vibe, but message.
Okay.
And somebody could listen to it and be like, oh, this hard, this knocking.
But message.
Yeah. So I think they do appreciate it. I think it just has to be more like the artist's job to we got to make it just a bit more swaggy.
Translate that.
Yeah, and that takes a lifetime.
That's what I'm saying.
It's not an easy task to do. Like if you listen to K-Dot and then you go to Section 80, it's still the same subjects, just he learned how to make it swaggier. And then G and X is a swaggier version, you know?
Yeah.
So I think it's just evolving of how to translate the message in a digestible way.
Another song I want to talk about is Family Busy, of course. I love the visuals, the reels going crazy, it's socials, I love it. And you talked about that song just being about your family, just supporting you, playing a huge role, shaping you into the man and the artist that you've become. But I want to ask, you're someone that seems very focused and you have this tunnel vision that this is what I've always wanted to do, but how did your family take it when you locked in the way you wanted to lock in? Were they supportive? My dad was super supportive. He was be a dreamer. You don't have to go to college. You're already rapping. Do what you want to do. My mom was you sure? You should go to college. Because she graduated, she skipped grades, she helped my uncles, aunties get in college. So she was more on the college side. I was yeah, I'm not going. I'm just not doing it. If I spend 4 years with this music, I'm going to be out of here. Look where we are now. You know what?
So I had did a project, Reborn, and I had did a film for it. And I did a listening party and I showed the film and my mom saw it and she was I get it now. And she was whatever you need, I'm gonna help you. So sometimes you gotta drop your nuts and show people yo, this is what I'm on, man. But also people not wrong if they don't support. I don't feel like they wrong. I feel people are entitled to do what they want to do. And it's not their career. It's not their journey. If someone don't understand your vision, that's not for them to understand. It's for you to understand and give them grace and move through the world this is what I do. If you get it, you get it. If not, it's all cool. I'm not chasing you. I'm chasing people that want it, you know? So.
Crawfish, turkey neck, Heineken. What's happening, dog? Thank you. I appreciate it.
I had to stop myself from crying.
Thank you for being here. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I think that, and you know, when I was a kid, I would like dress up as Michael Jackson and dance and perform for like my grandparents' anniversary party and stuff like that. So I think around that age, they was like, oh, he's so adorable, it's so cute. Probably not even knowing. Maybe people did know, like, you know what?
He might be an artist.
He might be. It usually until I become the artist, it would be like, it made sense. Yeah. Like I can see it. So, but yeah, the family is very supportive. When I was 17, my family had like bought me a MacBook. They was like, he's just been grinding. Nice. He's been doing this thing. So they got me a MacBook. And like, that's how I started like making beats, recording better music. I still have the same MacBook, so
nice.
Yeah, that was like 4 years ago. I probably should get a new one, but that was that. So yeah, they've been very supportive though.
I was watching an interview where you said that, I don't know, you said you were like 16 and you had this, I don't know if it was an Xbox or PlayStation. I'm probably mixing them up. Yeah, but like you were like, you don't want to play this anymore. That sounded insane to me.
Yeah.
Like for a 16. And you say you've always had this vision and you've always had this calling, but how did you discover that? Like, how did that come to you? Because I know, okay, I can rap, I can do this, but like, how do you know that this is my calling, this is what I want to do?
I be thinking that sometimes. I don't know. I be wondering if like, is it just something I got or do everybody get this? Because I feel like I was hearing a loud voice like, yo, if you keep playing the game and spending money on VC on 2K, how are you going to pay to mix your songs? I was like, why am I spending 10 hours on the PlayStation and Drake is outworking me and Drake is the biggest artist in the world? I'm doing something wrong, you know? Like, I need to be focused.
Interesting.
Because if I'm putting my time into this, I'm not going to get where I want to be. This might take an extra 6 years or something like that. Or it may not happen. Because in the time when I'm playing the game, I could have got a thought like, ooh, what if I do a song like this? And then all of those things, I feel like it's God just like giving me the next thing to do to keep me going forward, you know? Because where do ideas come from? You know, they just be popping up, boop, 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 boop. And those are like, just telling me things to do, you know?
One thing, but then, you know, I feel like it's one thing to have the thought, because I feel like we all have thoughts.
But it's another thing to do it.
To do it. Like,
you know what it is? I didn't even think about it that much. I wasn't that good at the game anyway. So that kind of helped. And it was COVID.
Okay.
So I was like, and the music was just so fun. Like the game just wasn't fun. It wasn't like I loved gaming. It was like we did it when we was like 12. And I was just like, I just don't want to play the game. And then I just gave it away. And I just locked in, and it was like, in the moment, I really wasn't thinking as far as I am now. I was just like, in the moment, I need to just lock in. Because who gonna outwork me? I need to be outworking everybody. And it's COVID. Once the quarantine lifts, I'm gonna be the hottest rapper ever. That's how I was thinking. It's just a sacrifice. I was kind of like playing into it, like, oh, I'm making a sacrifice right now. Yay, I'm so glad. Like, you know, I was like, I can't believe I'm doing this. And I just was like, it's going to help. But I really didn't think that much about it. I just did it and then went on with my life, kept working.
I want to ask what the day-to-day look like, because, okay, I'm grinding, I'm working, but like, for example, like Kanye has this famous thing where it's like 5 beats a day for 3 summers, but what did the day-to-day look like? I'm
going to say between 14 to 18, it's probably like 3 songs a day. I wasn't writing either. I was just like punching in, so it's kind of like easier to make, I feel like. Like 2 songs a day, nonstop. Just recording. I was getting them mixed for $15 from this guy named Mike PSG.
Yeah, that's a good deal.
That was a great deal. I was making him rich because he was like 2 years older than me, so he was just like, it was like band lab mixes, and we'll do that. But it was like for sure like 2 songs, 3 songs a day, for like 4 years straight. I never really took off to do anything because, I mean, how am I gonna take off at 14? It's like, what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was just grinding away. Ever since, once like from 18 to now, it's like, I write every day, like in a journal, and I'm listening to music, but it's a bit more like it's a bit different now. Like I'm more like.
You need to experience life.
Yeah, I need to experience life because the songs have to be real things. I have to like flush out real thoughts and stuff. So now it's a bit more of taking my time with it.
You call yourself like the leader of the youth. I learned that that was utilized time here. Can you shed more light on that for me?
Yeah, you know, Michael Jackson, the king of pop, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I could be the leader of the youth. But utilizing time here is like my motto. Like, I'm probably gonna get it tattooed on me, because with giving away my PlayStation, being young during quarantine, I'm just like, I have to use these 24 hours that I have in the day. It's so much time in the day, but it's not enough time in the day.
Yeah, I feel
right?
you.
So I'm gonna just, every time I get, if I can do just an extra work, an extra song, let me just try to do as much as I can in a day. Cause truthfully, you always like, you know, I think I read when I was like 17, a person last Monday didn't know that was their last Monday. And when I heard that, I'm like, you never really know. Like, you never know when it is. Whenever the time come, I wanna make sure, like, you know what, I did what I had to do. I did that work, I put stuff out. Like, I did as much as I can. Not like there was a potential of, I could've. I wanna be like, I did. Of course I have ideas. And
Everyone could have potential.
you know, but like, no, I did it. I put time, blood, sweat, tears into it, and I'm proud of that. So that's what that is. That's the motto. And it just applies to everything we do. Like, if I'm on a video shoot and it's going till 2 a.m, of course I'm exhausted. But in 2 weeks, it's just gonna feel like yesterday.
Yeah, I'm gonna
So
feel it.
push through. If you wanna be great, you know what I'm saying? A person who don't wanna be great be like, oh, I'm tired, I'm gonna just stop. You think Michael Jackson was just like, all right, I'm exhausted, let me just do it tomorrow? Bro, you gotta push
You
through.
got only today.
That's what make people great. That's what make people like the ones, you know? So I just like applying that. And every time I have one of those moments, like, oh, Chris, do we have an extra 3 minutes? Boom, let's hang out the streetcar. That'd be the most viral video. That's what introduces people to me. But that don't happen without utilizing my time here.
All right.
Skiddle Bandana. I eat green grapes for breakfast and hot yak meat for the dinner. Look from the south from a listen to a guy to a king all the way from a killer. I'm grateful I got me a queen. I set a good example for my sisters. This is that raw tear that's finest. Gold chain my financial system. Gold chain my financial system.
Congrats on being featured on the XXL class.
Oh, yeah.
26.
Fire.
How did that feel?
I felt great. It did feel like, because it's been 10 years since the 2016 one, so
yeah, that was an iconic class.
the idea of it is so large now. And I'm like, am I really that now? I was kind of like conflicted.
But I think maybe because you're working backwards, because think of where those artists there were at that point.
And that's what I did once I got there. That's why I was like, oh, I get it. Like, I'm here, you know what I'm saying? But like, in time, the idea of what I'm doing will be to that level of the 2016. So it was like a little bit of that, but honestly, I think they picked the right decision. I think they were very spot on with that. I think I deserve it. But if they didn't pick me, I wouldn't be tripping anyway. I'm just keep doing my thing. You know what I'm saying? It's all in God's control, honestly. So I was just like, great, let's do it. And let's represent substance, let's represent swag, let's represent myself, New Orleans, the youth, the intentional people. I feel like I represent intentional people, people that care about everything, people that care about the outfit, what they want to do, how they want to say something. Like, I feel like I represent that well. So that was that. And honestly didn't think too hard on it. I wrote a verse. I was like, well, that's what it is. That's what it's going to be. I'm not about to be like, oh, I got to have the crate. That's what it is. And I'm 21. I'm going to leave room to grow, you know, so yeah.
Not super competitive like that?
I feel like I am, but then, I mean, I know to me, I'm the best. I'm the greatest. And everybody has their own flavor. So I can't really compete with somebody else, because like, how do you compete with,
That's true.
you know, another person who subject matter is a whole nother world? Like, it's gonna sound like I'm yapping, like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't really try to do it. I just do be like, I'm gonna have the best verse, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have the best thing out. They're gonna be like, oh my God, he was the coldest one. So
I saw a tweet where you talked about the goals that you were setting for 2025 and how like you were like, I want to get to 100K followers. I want to drop 4 projects. Those are like, as someone who is also, I'm not an artist, but I'm on the social side of things, like those are hefty goals.
yeah.
Does that put pressure on you? And like, what's your strategy? Okay, I set this goal. Like, what's your strategy?
I wrote that at the end of, I think, December 2024. I did drop the 4 projects. So I think I was just like, okay, it's gonna be Welcome to Louisiana. Part of Me I'm Different with PJ Morton. So I worked on Welcome to Louisiana. I did the project with PJ. Then I made Skittle Bandana.
Oh, okay.
So I made Skittle Bandana like I made Skittle Bandana after that. But I was like, nope, I gotta hold
Gotta
this.
save this.
This is crazy. Let's wait till next year. Then I made Louisiana Shakedown as a release of like all this deep music.
Just put something fun.
Put some fun out there, and then I dropped Free 99. I was like, this the songs that didn't make any of these cuts, but I'm gonna put it into its own thing. The plan was to give myself 2 months to stack up on content. Give myself 2 months to get ahead, right? So it was like between the January till March, we did like remixes and we was like doing stuff like that, but we was like making all the reels and the content for Welcome to Louisiana and Part of Me I'm Different. So we did that. When it dropped, Eric was like, you should drop one thing a week and space it out, right?
Okay.
Hear me out. I'm putting y'all on game. I'm putting y'all on game, dog. When I see it, I just need no, you ain't give me the credit, you know? If it's 8 songs on a mixtape, you could promote 1 song a week. That's 8 weeks.
2 months.
That's 2 months. If you know how to get content out of it. If your song got enough depth, you could, so that's why you gotta
Expand on that.
expand on it. So I was doing that. And then I'd be like, let's double back. And then like we'll go film a whole new set for each song. Now that's what, 4 months? Or something like that. And in between we'll be like, all right, we did some reels for the PJ Morton project. Drop that, interviews. Oh, Louisiana Shakedown. We more than straight on content. Like we are no rush. You know what? Chris, we're gonna film all the videos in 2 days. We're gonna have a reel that's gonna last us 7 weeks. We're gonna have content that's gonna last us for 7-8 weeks.
That's like batch creating in like a big
But
way.
with real ideas though. And with doing that, it gave me time to work on the music in the background. Cause I noticed I would like make music and I'll put something out. And then once it's out, I gotta make the next thing while like,
I see.
you know what I'm saying? So it'll be like I'm behind cause I'm promoting it. Once you're done promoting it, then you trying to work on something new. Now you missing time. And I was like, I need to be in their face every day.
That's smart, actually.
It is. Bro, we ain't gonna take no weeks off, bro. You're gonna see me 52 weeks of the year. Cause I was like, when you have on Instagram, like, we see like, people get mixed up like, oh, I don't need to post. Because you see Drake every day.
I was gonna ask you
You see the
about
blogs talk about it, but you may not see them post. Bruh, you ain't them. You don't got no campaign. You ain't got
You're
no
not Drake.
seeding. You ain't them, bruh. You better post, bruh. And I need to tell people about my stuff every day until like I feel like, all right, I'll give them 3 weeks off or I'll give them 2 weeks. But it's just so much stuff, and it's like watching a movie, like watching a documentary in real time. So that was my plan though, on how I wanted to flood it. We had a single. If it's 8 songs, we're gonna do 8 reels. We do have 8 pieces of interviews, like clips. Interviews go viral. We're gonna have behind the scenes at the video shoot. We're gonna have phone videos, and we just stretch that out. And just knowing how to film batch content though, you know, how to make different videos. That's why wearing the same outfit helps, you know, because it's like
Consistency.
we could do 4 videos in one day if I had the same outfit on, you know. So it was really like stuff like that. And it just allowed me to like work on Skittle Bandana in the background and build upon that and not be like on the defense. The intent was to be on the offense and control what we have coming out.
I think the argument I've seen with a lot of emerging artists is they say, you know what, I want to maintain like mystique, you know, in this day and age. So that's not your approach at all. And I
Nah.
think that's really interesting.
Nah. You might see Family Busy, right?
Yeah.
But then you might see somebody else stuff. And then you might never hear the song. But if I post it every week for 10 weeks, eventually you're gonna be like,
Okay.
all right, let me see what this is about, you know? So that's how I be thinking about it. And like, it's a luxury to not have to say something every week. Like I'm doing this now so I can get to the point where, you know, I'll say something once and then I'm gonna go away for 3 years if I want to, you know?
But you gotta work to get yourself
You
to
have
that
to. When
point.
you go through like, bro, I'll just be studying like, and that was another reason I wanted to do the mixtapes like that, cause you look at Kendrick. He did all the K-Dot tapes. He switched to Kendrick Lamar, so that was Kendrick Lamar EP. Great project. I love that project. Overly Dedicated, Section 80. You have to do those to get to your Good Kid, Mad City. You have to build your base. Bryson Tiller did mixtapes. J. Cole, Drake, Lil Wayne. That's like, I'm just trying to get people familiar with who I am. You don't even have to know the songs yet. You're just gonna see my face. You're gonna keep seeing me. I'm gonna flood you, right? And then when we come back with a story to tell, you're familiar with me.
Listen about the truth, especially with the smile too bright. Why we always a second late? Said you was good yesterday, then left this place the next day. Oh man, leaving everybody all sad. 1 second could be all good and then all bad. And in my home, wishing some type of way you found this song so you can know that you are not alone. Cause all the pretend guys didn't go through.
There's a lot of studying. Wow, I think I respect it.
Thank you.
I respect it.
You have to.
Because I think that's what's missing today in music. I feel like there's not a lot of people studying the greats.
Yep.
Because there's formulas that have worked before, but it just feels like people aren't utilizing it.
It's right there. You have to go dig. Like, I had to go search up blog articles when Kendrick Lamar EP came out. Because you know what it'd be? I'd be like, how did he get from Section 80 to Pimp a Butterfly? Okay, how did he get from Kendrick Lamar EP to Section 80? And I'm like listening to every song and I'm like, okay, how did his love songs evolve? Okay, how does the turnt songs evolve? What was the marketing? Nobody, I ain't gonna lie, now that'd be aggravating because nobody they didn't have like a marketing plan you could really study like that.
Yeah,
but it was more like Kendrick Lamar was going live, J. Cole was going live, Kendrick was dropping videos, he was doing this, he was doing remixes. Hence, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta take notes of the greats, be a student of the game.
Another song I want to talk about is Normal Struggles. That's another song I really liked on the project. I appreciate the fact that you could tell stories outside your own experience and highlight other people's experience and even step into your own shoes to tell the story, because at several points in that song, I was hearing like a third person perspective from like a woman and a man, and I just want you to shed more light on what you were trying to do on there.
So the first verse is a conversation. It's in a family household, a struggling family. It's a mom, dad, and a son, or a child, right? And to some extent, it is relatable to a lot of my experiences. Like, I'm gonna shamelessly plug my verse right quick. So this is the perspective from the man. Bills paid, ain't no time for field day but rent paid. Who got love when bills late? Cause this cape I'm wearing getting misplaced. Only love when I provide, I don't, then I'm not shit. I work late. When you sleep, do you think I'm hurt or straight? I'm working. That's all that matter in this farther space. I'm hurting. But who will get hurt to hold this type of weight? I'm worth it. Hope you see more than what I bring or pay. The woman, you better stop. A woman in a world of neglect. Also, I go through a lot. You think I won't rely on your funds? Happy one on the clock? I can't even make as much as you. It's not built for me to come on top. It's made for you. But since you feel hurt, take some therapy too. But on your way back, pick up some lunches. The kids have none for school. And get some gas. I need it in the morning to bring them to school. I know your pockets low. Use the credit cards we've been owing since '02. Now this the child. Dad, I made the team. Could you pull up to? I got work. Mom, I made the team. You think you could come to? I make it work. Dad, coach said I need some game day shoes by the first. By the first? Yeah, by the first. You know them bills due by the first. I know, but 200 can't hurt. I bet no lights in here will hurt. Yeah, you're right. I guess you gotta provide for our life. Too bad it don't feel like it actually inside our life. Normal struggles. That's really what be happening. Like, it be times like, my dad'd jokingly be like, you want the light bill and a pair of shoes? Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, he joking, or it's like, some people, parents really work 48 hours, then take 2 days off, but they trying to recover, but they providing, but y'all don't have they're not living. Y'all not living together. They don't actually feel like they're providing. They're just like providing for you to live, but not into your soul. And that's majority of people's life, right? And it was just like, it's normal struggles. I guess we just gonna pray for stronger muscles. Feel like the world crushing us, but who cares? It's normal struggles. Normal struggles, I guess I'll stay the same after I hustle. People be working their whole life, hustling, still struggling. Feel like there's always something keeping us in normal struggle. There's an outside force keeping us in normal struggles. And I think it's just real. It's just real life. People be struggling. I be struggling. I wrote that song. I probably had $0 that day. Maybe that's why I wrote that song. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? And the sample, keep your faith to the. So that song feels very like gospel, like very.
Did you produce that?
I did. Yep. So I made that song 2 years ago too.
Oh wow.
So it was like that was in like 2024, I think I made it. So, cause this recently, I met a mom, and she was working. I don't want to like say what it is, but let's say like a job a teenager could have, right? And she telling me how her kids are like such huge fans, and they be like, what type of brownie Reezy get? Like, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. And they like 10 years old and stuff.
No.
And she got like 4 kids or something like that, and she's just such a nice person. I didn't even do this on purpose. I kind of was thinking about my mom when I wrote this verse. But then I wrote the verse, I say in the second verse, shout out single mom that's working extra job to help the spot. Getting kids up at the bus stop so you don't miss your spot on the bridge. On the way to the job that stressed you a lot, but you still managed to come back with dinner. Not healthy, but it's hot. You sacrifice, dedicate your soul and waking hours to your kids' life so they can have an upbringing that you ain't have in your life. And show them it's a world where men as using backstabbing knives is not gonna be our excuse to not elevate and go strive. Real music.
The wordplay on that, that's real.
It's real. So, yeah, normal struggles. It's real life.
One question I wanted to ask you is, you're an artist coming up in this era where a couple weeks ago we saw some artists like complaining about how they're seeing their music being used to train AI. Does AI worry you? Do you think it's a legitimate concern for you individually?
No, AI can't write that verse. AI.
That is true.
AI ain't never got a hot comb to the head or got they grandma did their hair. AI, you know, I think that's almost like it's just talk. I have been tricked before.
I've been tricked a couple times.
That
year.
I'm a phenomenal
No,
black
no.
woman. I thought that was like somebody, but that was AI. I've been tricked before, but I don't think it's going because his music is so spiritual. Music is from God. Music is a gift. So it's like, you know, like you know when you feel something like you at a concert and you know when it's like, wow, this feels like it's overtaking my body. This feels like an outer body experience. That's how you know it's real, you know? And some people sound like AI, you know what I'm saying? But the ones that really are the ones, music, you know real music. You feel real music. So I don't think it's a problem. I mean, I think it's a problem. I don't think it will be like, it's gonna take us out or anything, but.
I think what a lot of people have said is that the masses are so distracted that they don't really like care that much anymore.
Yeah.
Some people just want to be entertained. And if it's a computer that's gonna give that,
If that's what it is, then maybe I don't need that listener. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad about it.
That perspective.
Yeah.
Dropping music very often, you know? That's something that's been a point of contention among artists. There's quality versus quantity, but I was watching an interview by you yesterday when you said like you want to do both. You want to have both quality and you want to have quantity as well. What's your filter? Like, how do you ensure that?
It just gotta be real. It gotta come from a real place. It gotta have something happen. Like there has to be an experience that happens for me to say, I have to talk about this. Let's put as much time as we can into putting something out. Last year when I was doing my mixtape run, I was like, I know I'm dropping 4 projects, so whatever they're gonna get is what they're gonna get, because I have a goal set in mind, because I'm trying to build my name. This, I was like, we're gonna take a year working on this. And actually, I wasn't gonna take a year.
Okay.
This is a great time to segue into something cool. Okay. I ain't say this on camera though. So I did Skittle Bandana last like April, right?
Yeah.
I started doing post-production, right? It get to July. The hard drive crashes.
No.
Skittle Bandana was like done. Well, that version, right? It was done, but the hard drive crashed. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this. My whole album, all my music, documentary footage, gone. I talked with Neil engineer. He did like Kehlani, Tyler, everybody you could think of, right? I was like, bro, what do I do? Like, do I go back to a studio? He's like, Reezy, always think higher. Maybe this is a great opportunity to make it bigger, make it better. And that's all he said. And I was like, We going to the studio. We're gonna re-record the whole album.
Damn, that could have hurt. That must have hurt though.
I didn't really trip on it. Like, I felt entitled, but I was like, you know what? Maybe this is a sign to make it better. I was like, if this music is supposed to be into the world, then this had to happen, right? Because I was like, I got the message, I got the feeling, I got the stories. There's no way I'm gonna get it and then it's just supposed to not happen. I'm supposed to fight for this art. I'm supposed to fight for this to be out into the world. So I fought for it to be out into the world.
Wow.
I re-recorded the whole album, we redid all the beats, and we added to it and made it better. I re-recorded the album in like 3 days in New York.
Wow.
So that made me be like, it gotta be quality. It gotta be, you know, because I start blowing up. What if J. Cole go on tour and be like, I want to take Reezy. Do this sound ready to be in a stadium, in an arena, or do it sound like I'm in my bedroom? I need to sound like I could be in this arena. So that's what made me like really dive into just the quality being there and wanting to make it as best as I can with the resources I have. And yeah.
Yeah.
Now this
Sounds great.
Yeah, thank you. I would agree, yeah. And this, I was like, I just want to drop this album this year because I have a story and it's so much depth to it. I'm not like, I can talk about this for the next 9 months if I want to because it's so many things. Like, we've been doing 1 song a month and we've been, instead of 1 a week, Family Busy, we might push that for a whole month because there's so much things to talk about in that song. So you put that with 13 songs, you know, you be here for a whole year.
I also like that number. Sometimes I feel like if you really want to tell stories and get your point across, sometimes if your project is just a little too short or a little too long,
Yep.
something could get lost in translation.
And just if the more you say in the music and the more real the music is, the longer you can talk about it. I noticed that like with my mixtapes, like I could talk about a song for like a week, but I can't talk about Time to Move for a month. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
Yes.
you gotta have, and that's okay, because there'll be a time where it's just like, oh, this just spur of the moment, you know, but we want these catalogs, we want these things that are like staples.
10 years down the line.
10 years down the line, exactly. Section 80 is 15 years old now. I'm like, this sounds great. I love this. You know why? Because he's saying real things that are timeless, and you want that. That's what we strive for.
Don't break us in kitchen. Mama, cause you bake us some chicken. Mama, cause you serve my attention. Mama, cause you cook up my spinach. Mama, cause I play out and kick it. I lied to say from a good finish. I lied to say you was tripping. I ain't got you tripping. Report card at the bottom of my bag. I go back. You just got me shooting, going kicking.
What do you think is the most important trait needed for an artist to break out in 2026?
I would say overly exaggerating your world, right? Your world is what's unique to you. So I'm from New Orleans. There are a lot of people from New Orleans. Got a lot of people from DC, New York. I'm just gonna over exaggerate my New Orleans experience to stand out, because this is a unique thing to me. A lot of people don't have my exact experience. So, okay, family, I'm gonna exaggerate my family experience. I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened. Okay, I'm gonna show a visual that's, I'm gonna have as many family members as possible so you get the point, right? New Orleans, all right, I'm gonna have a streetcar, I'm gonna have a party bus, I'm gonna have people jigging, I'm gonna have a second line, I'm gonna have food, I'm gonna have a snowball. I'm gonna exaggerate it because it's unique to me. I think you have to exaggerate your world. I think you have to show up every day. Every day, you have to study, be a student. This stuff I'm studying now, and I'm like, I'm still studying the Section 80s, the sideline stories, the thank me laters, you know, so far gone. I'm still studying it, like, what is it like? What makes it, you know? So you have to study, and also you have to just have a level of fun with it. Just just put it out. Like, you're still young. You're still young. You're young in music years. I'm 7 years old in music years. I'm a kid.
Baby.
I'm a baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm not 20 in music. I'm a baby.
Yeah.
So you're still young, dog. Like, make something, make it mean something, be intentional with it, put it out, tell people about it. Don't shut up about it. Run your mouth as long as you can, and keep doing that.
I mean, we've seen you get cosigns from people who dream about those cosigns. How did you feel about those?
Cosigns are confirmation that I'm on the right path and I'm doing something that's authentic and unique. Because people that are that great won't cosign imitation. I think people like a Tyler, Kendrick, J. Cole, whoever are gonna co-sign authenticity because they know what it takes to be authentic and they're authentic in themselves. So it's confirmation on that, but it also made me realize, you make music for everybody. Like I have these songs and I'm like, I want, let's say Doechii to hear a song if she going through a bad day like Pretty Girl Bullshit. And that can help her and also help the girl that lives in the Magnolia Projects. I have no exact face on who has to listen to it. I just want people to listen to it. And it made me realize anybody can be listening to the music. So make it humanly accessible for anybody. It made me like, you think Beyonce just listened to like Beyonce Skill and Up? Like, it's just real music because they're humans, like, and not make these people as like they're not humans. So that's what that made me realize. That's what I got from the cosigns. Confirmation and that make a universal message. Yep.
How do you want people to take in Skittle Bandana? Is there a specific setting that you'd want people to listen to this project in that would just optimize the listening experience?
I want people to walk through a black neighborhood, sunset time, preferably summertime, when it's hot, everybody outside.
It's hot right now.
And put your headphones in and just walk around and look at the world around you, look at the experience, look at the rich history that's come before you and reflect, This album was made out of confliction. Confliction with black art is the most influential, it's the most copied, it's the biggest in the world. It makes the world spin. Black people are making this, but economically, black people are the lowest. How? Why? Who do I have to blame? Who do I blame? Do I reflect that myself? Why do we struggle? What does limitations make? So then I was like, what if you have, it's a bittersweet thing. But what if all the struggle makes the art great? What if we didn't struggle? Like if there wasn't what was happening in New York.
Would the art be the same?
The art would be the same, and what if there wasn't struggle happening in New York when hip hop was made? We wouldn't be hip.
That's facts, actually.
And I think that made me realize that limitations are from the Most High. I think limitations is what forces you to make something real. You have to break through it and use what you have.
Rose through the concrete.
You know what I'm saying? And that was my confliction I was dealing with as a person. I was just so confused. It's like, I just couldn't understand, like, who would do this? Like, do I blame slavery? What about before that? Or how? And I was just very confused. And I just started to get this perspective, like, maybe we may never be the number one economically. I don't know. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Of course, that's what I want and what I hope. But if not, I have to find some peace, and I have to figure out how to manage and navigate the world and be okay. You know what? We're gonna take this and we're gonna make something beautiful out of it while we're here. We're gonna inspire the people here to come. We're gonna inspire the people here. We're gonna give people music to listen to. With this project, I was like, everybody can't be a rapper. Everybody can't be a dreamer. Everybody can't be that. Somebody gotta work the plant. Somebody gotta pick up the garbage. Somebody gotta be a teacher. Somebody has to be the coach, the janitor.
Yep.
Somebody gotta go through college and just be a college student. They need stuff to listen to. And I need to just be human as possible. I need to talk to people. I need to make songs for everyday people. And that's what the album is. And through me finding out, we have to find the beauty in the struggle and we have to push through. That's what Skittle Bandana is. It's me trying to find a balance between struggle, limitations, and how rich we are as black people. I feel like I say a line on gold chains, took me 20 years to see the value of my face. Bro, dog, what? We really make everything. And it's knowing that, I move differently through the world. You know what, I'm that. I'm powerful, I'm a king, I'm royal. And I want people to know that's what I was thinking. I was conflicted making the album. and the concept, but then I was like, you know what? Nah, the limitations make us beautiful. The limitations make the world go around. The limitations make the art that inspires us. That's what it's about. You know, that's the beauty. That's what I had to figure out.
That's beautiful.
That's Skittle. That's to me, and then Skittle Bandana just encompasses that.
Everything.
You know?
What mark do you want to leave on culture? Like, what do you want people looking back in like maybe 10 years, 20 years to say about Reezy?
Honestly, I just want people to have new, like, perspectives to life. How much a dollar costs makes people look differently. Mortal Man, J. Cole's, For Your Eyes Only. For Your Eyes Only makes people think differently.
Yeah.
Or just gives them new perspectives. That's what I want. I just want people to apply the perspectives I have, but in their own way. Look at their struggle differently, reflect on love differently, reflect on family differently, your community. I say in the line, I'm controlling what I can't put blame on the male. I control it. The man in the mirror makes the change. And I want that. I want people to be like, I heard this Reezy lyric and it changed my life. It changed the way I viewed the world and I applied it and my life is better. But I'm doing it over rap though. So it's like super swaggy and I can like pop my shit in my head and then like have a bandana on, like, you know? And that was another thing. I wanted like to look as hood as I can to show people like hood that's just our way of expression. It's not hood. Like we're in these impoverished neighborhoods and this is what we wear, but like don't deem us as illiterate or like ignorant or not intelligent. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, you know what? I want to look like a hood nigga. The idea of a hood nigga, right? Cause yeah, when I was 16, 17, I'm going out with my friends, we sag our pants, but we ain't dumb. Don't be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, because you look a certain type of way or cause you got a hoodie on, like you can't be smart. Nah, I'm a genius. And I'm gonna look like what you think is not genius.
Genius.
To show you that we genius.
It's a nice juxtaposition.
Exactly.
I like that.
Yep. Thank you.
I love the project. Sitting with it, there's just so much. I still feel like I haven't caught yet, which is the beauty of living with a project. So I'm looking forward to just listening all over again.
Yeah.
July 7th.
Yep. July 7th.
By the time this will be out.
This will be out.
So y'all need to tap in.
Skittle Bandana! That'll be fire. Now I appreciate it and I commend to you as well, just what you're doing in the space, journalism, young black woman, powerful. You have something to say. You're intentional with what you're doing. You see a vision. You have a vision, and like you're the future of what journalism is. It looks like you, and all the young black girls could see like, I want to be like that. You know, I want to be like Elsie. So,
I appreciate
to everything you're doing, congratulations.
I appreciate
you know
that. That
saying?
means a lot. Thank you. But yeah, it's a wrap.
Skittle Bandana, make sure you listen to Skittle Bandana, you hear me?
Yep.
The greatest album to come out this year.
I think that's, yeah.
Right here, this me,
Yeah.
and we out of here.
All the curly head girls and boys, get on this bus before you get left.
Conceived in a world where the queens got grills, the kids got cheese, and the kids got God. Get keys in the garden, they held me down. The shit had drawn, little sign of the dot, that's love. Wash my curls with a hose pipe, this so right, feet in the dirt with the bugs. Most of my skin, my body ain't done, so I guess I'm the shit. I guess I'm a prophet, cause I see the world, my third eye open. Rings on the block, on the corner, and poppers got gold, having talks with a homeless man. They feeling receiving a moment from the angels. They my homies, they ain't angel, they need love. We can trust my tie, hell, check this friends, we hate. The time bandana around my skull. Stand with a body that fall. What if I promo that past before I ever met her? Give me love that don't dissolve. Who say nice to music, grandma? Say nice to music, grandma. Notice ain't no my ride in New Orleans. It relies how much I'm important. I'm a curly head boy with a smile like Louis Armstrong, still leading the voices. I ain't gotta look like this person, that person, your person just look like me. Gold chain